It's actually been a really long time since the driving forces of Australian culture to be found in theatres like this one.
If you're a child of the 20th century, you're probably more familiar with culture coming at you from places like this.
I think for me, and probably for a lot of us, our ideas of culture are formed by those things that we had around us growing up. And in my case, those things that were there in suburban Newcastle back in the 80s and 90s are probably the ones that still influence me to this day.
In hindsight, I think I'm the product of all the things I could physically get to or could get to me. My culture was what could be found in local bookstores or newsagents or performance centres or art galleries or record stores or video stores or what was to be found on TV or on the radio. And the review sections of the paper were what was supposed to catalogue and navigate it all.
I'm not really sure that the picture captured in the theatre section or the art section or the review sections of the paper really accurately captures the way cultures are circulating these days. I'm not really sure that this is actually the right map. First person that really got me thinking about some of these things is someone I met when we were both unemployed in Newcastle about a decade ago.
Mark was channeling his unemployed boredom into making music at the time. But it's the kind of music that not a lot of people love. And it's certainly not the stuff you read about in the culture pages, even in Newcastle.
OK, that should be warm enough.
It never struck me as something you need to warm up for. Shows you what I know.
No, someone said to me the other day, I didn't think DJs had to do sound checks. Fucking idiot, I should have punched him. Here we are. Newcastle Hardcore Volume 1. One of the first times I heard a lot of this sort of music, the sheer fuck-offness of the record appealed to me straight away. And I could also see what was going on in the shop while I was playing that record. And
in the store?
Yeah, people were horrified, absolutely horrified. And I thought, I'd love to make a record that caused this reaction in a record shop one day. In Newcastle, at the BHP, steel was being made at 180 beats per minute. So I went through the steelworks with a bunch of